As men step into their 60s, 70s, and beyond, life brings changes not just in your body, but in how you see yourself. Maybe you've felt it. A quiet shift in your energy, confidence, or sense of vitality. For years, society has whispered that habits like masturbation are something to leave behind as you age, that they're unnecessary or even inappropriate. But what if I told you that misunderstanding this natural part of life could be silently affecting your health, your mood, and your sense of who you are? I'm Dr. Robert Ellis, a urologist with over 30 years of experience helping older men stay healthy, vibrant, and connected to themselves. I've sat with teachers, farmers, veterans, and grandfathers who wish they'd known sooner how to care for this part of their lives. In this heartfelt video, we'll uncover 5 critical masturbation secrets that older men wish they'd learned earlier, truths that can protect your body, boost your confidence, and keep you feeling alive. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about honoring your health and dignity in a way that supports you through your golden years. Stay with us until the end, because the final secret could change how you age, feel, and connect for years to come. If you're ready to learn how to care for yourself fully, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here. If you're unsure, type 0. I welcome all perspectives because every man deserves this conversation, open and free of shame. Let's begin with care and hope. Secret 1. Erections aren't the whole story. One of the most common concerns I hear in my clinic comes from men in their 60s or 70s who feel a quiet panic about changes in their sexual response. They tell me things aren't as firm or reliable as they once were, and it shakes them deeply. Doc, am I still a man if I can't perform like I used to? One patient asked me, his voice heavy with worry. That question stays with me because it reflects a belief so many men carry that their worth is tied to their erections. Here's the first secret I wish every man over 60 knew sooner. Your erection isn't the whole story, and that's okay. As we age, our bodies evolve. Blood flow slows, hormones shift, and nerves respond more gradually. What felt automatic in your 20s now asks for patience and intention. This isn't failure. It's a natural part of your journey. I met Charles, a 72-year-old retired mechanic, who felt his sexuality was over because his erections weren't as strong. He stopped masturbating, thinking it was pointless. But when we talked, he learned that pleasure and connection don't depend on hardness alone. You can still experience deep satisfaction, emotional release, and intimacy without the full response of youth. By focusing on presence rather than performance, Charles rediscovered joy in his body, and his confidence returned. Our world often equates masculinity with stamina, but no one told you that pleasure still matters, that connection still matters. Orgasm and erection aren't the same, and you don't need a perfect response to feel whole. Embracing this shift opens a new kind of intimacy rooted in self-respect, curiosity, and patience. How to embrace this secret? Shift your focus. Explore pleasure through touch, breath, or imagination, not just erection. Try slow, gentle self-touch to reconnect with your body. Be patient. Allow time for arousal, creating a relaxed, private space to reduce pressure. Talk to your doctor. If erections are a concern, ask about treatments like medications or lifestyle changes to support function. Practice self-compassion. Remind yourself daily that your worth isn't tied to performance. Write down one thing you value about yourself. Explore non-sexual intimacy. If partnered, share hugs, kisses, or conversations to deepen connection beyond physicality. Stay curious. Experiment with what feels good now, like different sensations or settings, to rediscover pleasure. By letting go of old expectations, you open the door to a richer, more meaningful connection with yourself. Secret 2. Masturbation is emotional and neurological. Masturbation is often seen as purely physical, but for men over 60, it's so much more. This second secret reveals a truth I wish more men understood earlier. Masturbation isn't just sexual, it's emotional and neurological, a quiet way to stay connected to yourself. I remember Howard, a 78-year-old retired veteran who came to me feeling empty. "I don't feel much anymore," he said, not just about sex, but about life. He'd been masturbating nightly, not out of desire, but as a way to cope with loneliness and sleeplessness. He didn't realize this habit had become his way of managing deeper emotions, and without awareness, it felt hollow. When you masturbate, your body releases powerful chemicals: dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin that lift your mood, reduce anxiety, and help you sleep. For many older men, especially those living alone or navigating loss, this act becomes a lifeline, a way to find calm and connection. But when done mindlessly, it can lose its meaning, leaving you disconnected from the deeper benefits. Society taught us to bury emotions, to see vulnerability as weakness. So when masturbation becomes your only outlet for feeling, it carries a weight most men don't recognize. It's not just about pleasure, it's about peace, about staying human in a world that can feel isolating. Approaching it with intention, as an act of self-care, can make it healing and grounding. How to embrace this secret? Be present. Focus on your breath or sensations during masturbation to make it a mindful, grounding experience. Reflect on emotions. Before or after, journal for 5 minutes about how you feel to connect with your emotional needs. Create a ritual. Set a calming environment with soft lighting or music to make the act feel nurturing, not rushed. Balance your outlets. Engage in other emotional outlets like talking to friends, meditating, or pursuing hobbies to avoid over-reliance. Seek support. If you feel lonely or numb, talk to a counselor or join a senior group to share openly. Celebrate connection. Acknowledge masturbation as a healthy way to care for your mind and body, free of shame. By approaching masturbation with awareness, you nurture your emotional and mental health, staying connected to your inner self. Secret 3. Use it or lose it applies to your body. The third secret is one that catches many men off guard. The use it or lose it rule is real, but often misunderstood. Your sexual function isn't just tied to agates, tied to how often you engage it. Like muscles that weaken without exercise, the tissues, nerves, and blood vessels in your penis rely on regular activity to stay healthy. I met Roy, a 74-year-old widower, who was excited to start dating again after years alone. But when he came to me, his excitement had turned to shame. "My body doesn't work anymore," he said, believing he was broken. What he didn't know was that his body wasn't failing, it was responding to years of disuse. Roy had stopped masturbating, thinking it didn't matter without a partner. Over time, his circulation slowed, nerve endings dulled, and elasticity faded, making arousal harder to achieve. When you go long periods without stimulation, your body adapts to that neglect, quietly closing doors that could stay open with a little attention. But the good news? It's not too late to reconnect. With gentle, consistent stimulation, Roy began to feel sensations again. It wasn't instant, but his body remembered, and with it, his confidence grew. Many men believe sexual health is only worth maintaining for a partner, but that's a harmful myth. Masturbation keeps your systems active, your tissues healthy, and your body engaged, reminding you that you still matter. How to embrace this secret? Stay consistent. Masturbate 1-2 times weekly to maintain blood flow and nerve health, even if you're single. Exercise regularly. Walk or do light cardio, 20-30 minutes daily, to boost circulation, supporting sexual function. Eat a healthy diet. Include fruits, vegetables, and omega-3, rich foods like salmon to keep blood vessels flexible. Talk to your doctor. Ask about treatments like PDE, 5 inhibitors, or pelvic exercises if you notice changes. Start slowly. If it's been a while, begin with gentle touch to reawaken sensations without pressure. Stay hydrated. Drink water daily to support overall circulation and tissue health. By keeping your body active, you preserve function and confidence, ensuring you're ready for life's opportunities. Secret 4. Porn can dull your senses over time. The fourth secret addresses a hidden habit that many older men don't realize is affecting them. Excessive porn use can quietly reshape your sexual reflexes and emotional connection. As your brain ages, it's less adaptable, and long-term reliance on porn can rewire it in ways that make real intimacy feel distant. Ernest, a 68-year-old widower, came to me feeling numb. "I still masturbate," he said, "but it doesn't feel the same. It's like nothing reaches me." His nightly porn routine, which he turned to for comfort after losing his wife, had dulled his ability to feel sensations or connect emotionally. Porn triggers an intense dopamine rush, conditioning your brain to crave high-stimulation visuals and constant novelty. Over time, this can make real touch, whether from yourself or a partner, feel flat or insufficient. For older men, this shift happens so gradually that it feels like aging, not a habit stealing their sensitivity. Ernest worked with me to reduce his porn use, focusing instead on his own sensations and imagination. Within weeks, he felt his sensitivity return, and his emotional connection deepened. He said it was like opening a window to himself again. How to embrace this secret? Limit porn use. Gradually reduce porn to 1-2 times weekly, replacing it with imagination or mindful touch. Reawaken senses. Focus on physical sensations like breath, touch, or warmth during masturbation to rebuild sensitivity. Engage your imagination. Picture meaningful memories or scenarios to stimulate arousal naturally. Take breaks. Try a week without porn to reset your brain's reward system, noting how you feel. Seek balance. Enjoy other hobbies like reading, music, or socializing to fulfill emotional needs. Talk to a professional. If porn feels compulsive, a counselor can help you regain control. By stepping away from porn's intensity, you reconnect with your body and emotions, rediscovering authentic pleasure. Secret 5. Masturbation is a lifeline for health and identity. The final secret brings everything together in a way that I wish every older man could hear sooner. Masturbation isn't a liability, it's a lifeline. At your age, it's one of the most powerful acts of self-care you have, supporting your body, mind, and spirit in ways that ripple through your life. Walter, a 75-year-old retiree, asked me during a checkup, "Is it okay to still do this at my age?" His voice was hesitant, tinged with embarrassment, as if he was confessing something wrong. But what Walter didn't realize was that masturbation is not something to hide. It's a gift to yourself. Done with intention, masturbation keeps your pelvic tissues healthy by promoting blood flow, supports your prostate by clearing stagnant fluids, and boosts your mood through the release of dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. It eases anxiety, improves sleep, and reduces stress, which are vital as you navigate the challenges of aging. But beyond biology, it does something even deeper. It keeps you connected to your sense of desire, identity, and aliveness. After his wife passed, Walter stopped masturbating, believing that part of his life was over. For years, he felt isolated, his mood heavy, his sleep restless. When he began to reconnect with himself gently, without pressure, his energy lifted. He smiled more, joined a senior walking group, and felt a renewed sense of purpose. "I didn't realize how much I was missing," he told me. Society often tells older men to fade quietly, to let desire go. But that's a myth. Your need to feel, to connect, to be human doesn't retire, it softens, waiting for you to listen. Masturbation is a way to say, "I still matter," a quiet act of dignity that keeps you whole. How to embrace this secret? Make it intentional. Approach masturbation as self-care, setting aside 10-15 minutes in a private, calm space. Support your body. Eat prostate-friendly foods like tomatoes or pumpkin seeds and stay active to enhance benefits. Nurture your mind. Pair masturbation with positive affirmations like, "I am worthy of feeling good." Connect socially. Join community groups or call friends to complement the emotional benefits of self-care. Talk to your doctor. Ensure your prostate and overall health are monitored with regular checkups. Celebrate yourself. Acknowledge this act as a healthy, natural way to honor your body and spirit. By embracing masturbation as a lifeline, you reclaim your health, confidence, and sense of being fully alive. Final thoughts. Aging is a journey, not an end, and it's never too late to care for yourself fully. For too long, men have been told to leave masturbation behind, to see it as a youthful habit or something to be ashamed of. But these 5 secrets reveal a different truth. Masturbation is a powerful tool for health, connection, and dignity after 60. Your erections don't define your manhood, pleasure, and presence do. Masturbation isn't just physical, it's a lifeline for your emotions and mind. Disuse can quietly harm your body, but gentle activity keeps it vibrant. Porn can dull your senses, but stepping away reawakens your connection. And most importantly, masturbation is a gift to yourself, keeping your body healthy and your spirit alive. You're not alone in this, and you don't need to feel shame for choosing health over silence. Start small. Maybe it's a mindful moment for yourself, a talk with your doctor, or a step toward new habits. Your body still longs to thrive, your heart still seeks connection, and you deserve to feel whole in every season of life. These truths aren't just medical advice, they're a call to reclaim what's always been yours, your vitality, your dignity, your right to feel alive. If this video spoke to you, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're here, that you're still caring for yourself. If it didn't, type 0 and share what you need. We're here to listen. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more senior-friendly health tips to live your best life. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. You might change their life. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.